The woman behaved strangely in court. She kept tapping her face rhythmically with her fingers, expecting the man in court to respond. However, the man always had a dull expression, and the woman did not give up trying. The man's eyes began to blink rhythmically, the woman showed a satisfied smile, and immediately took out her notebook to write down the message from the man. Following the man's instructions, the woman came to a large wall, from left to right. On the 37th brick, a woman's small hand pressed lightly, and a large wall slowly rose. What came into view was a super sports car, a woman named Sarah, who drove to a landmark 37 miles away. Suddenly her body rose slowly, and opened the door. Sarah drove into the base, and entered the password 432 that the man told her. I saw a dark compartment in the wall, which was covered with a lot of wipes. Sarah filled the bag, took a bottle of yellow test tube and a bottle of green tester, and went to the Attorney General's office. Sarah just showed her charm a little bit, and the minister's little heart almost jumped out. The nature of dog licking is undoubtedly revealed. As long as Sarah Ken marries him, he is willing to do anything for him. Pick up the newspaper on the table. As long as you can help me meet this man in prison, I promise to marry you. The minister was very puzzled, but he was the demon diabolik who had committed 108 murders. But Sarah pretended to be looking forward to it. If you don't have the right, forget it, take the bag, turn around and leave. The duck, who hadn't seen the main flight for a long time, was about to leave, and the alliance nodded and accepted Sarah, but he had to be accompanied by the minister. The two came to the prison, and the demon Dirk was brought out. The three chatted in the room for half an hour, and Sarah and the minister left the prison with satisfaction. In the early morning, Dirk was put on the guillotine with a dull expression, without any expression on his face. The inspector at the side always felt that something was wrong, and Dirk's house suddenly appeared in his mind, and he was about to step forward to stop it, but it was already too late. The detective hurried forward to check, and it turned out that the person executed was not Dirk, but the Minister of Justice. Dirk wants to let the world know that he has been executed, but the detective finds out. The inspector immediately followed the government's tactics, announcing to the outside world that Dirk had been executed and summoning all police forces. Round them up in the dark. The man made a three-pronged drill by himself, and as the drill slowly turned, a tool for stealing the bank vault was ready. The man came to the sewer of the treasury, and used a three-forked drill bit to break a big hole in the wall. The drill bit comes with a sensing system that will automatically stop the message when it touches the alarm iron grid. Strangely, the wall was taken out, and the barbed wire was displayed in front of the man's eyes, and then the metal conduit prepared in advance was carefully and cautiously passed through the barbed wire. The metal pipe extended to the iron chain of the vault. A few drops of strong acid were added, and the iron chain was instantly corroded and perforated. Then he unscrewed the valve of the reservoir, and the torrent of water immediately submerged the barbed wire, and then triggered the alarm network. The security personnel immediately checked the monitoring and found a large amount of water leaking in the underground vault. They mistakenly thought it was the alarm caused by the water leakage, and then turned off the alarm system, and then called the bank to record. Because only he can open the gold mine. It's all under Dirk's control. Dirk met him in prison yesterday, and Sarah took the opportunity to impale the green liquid on the minister's back. And make it tell the whole truth. Then the minister revealed that he had been extorting money all year round, and Sarah injected the yellow potion into the minister's thigh, which could make people look like stupid dogs for 48 hours. Then Dirk put on the minister's human skin mask, and left in a cool and calm manner after getting his information in the minister's office. Then a lady elegantly came to the underground vault, intending to store several boxes of famous paintings here. In order to convince customers of the safety of the place, the manager informed the lady of all the structures of the vault. The underground vault is surrounded by huge steel structures, and there is a fine wire alarm system inside the walls, so that even a mosquito cannot fly in. The lady expressed her satisfaction. Then Jin Kunli chose a safe for the lady, and the two made money together. It is to prove that the words are stored in the safe. And in a hotel room by the sea, a lonely man and a widow are plotting to attack the vault tonight. The woman tore off the mask on her face, and an extremely beautiful woman appeared in front of her eyes. She was a man. Sarah, who just took pictures of the investigation of the vault, learned that there were only 2 guards left in the vault after get-off work, and the two decided to do it tonight. At this time, Sarah put the box in the vault to lighten it, activated 2 lasers to emit high temperature, and slowly rotated, successfully melting the internal steel structure. Dirk also took down the steel structure of the outer wall, opened the water storage room, and waited to be swallowed by the flood in a diving suit. The manager who was rushing to the vault was cut off by Dirk's remote control device, and a big tree blocked the manager's way. Soon the water level slowly submerged the entire vault, and the security system was completely short-circuited. As the last obstacle was plunged into the water by Dirk, the 3-meter-long scissors cut through the iron and swam into the vault. At this time, Sarah was waiting for the good news at home. Soon Dirk found the minister's safe and opened it, which was full of rare treasures. However, at this moment, the inspector rushed to the vault with all the police forces, and all the exits and even the inspection ports were not allowed to be missed. At this time Sarah drove to the scene. He planned to use his beauty to go in to meet Dirk, but unexpectedly the guards recognized him. Sarah put down the guard twice, and he quietly sneaked into the manhole where Dirk entered and exited. Here, 2 guards were also brought down in the same way and with the same action. At this time, the inspector found that his subordinates had no response, so he rushed to the maintenance port to check. At this time, Dirk leaned out at the inspection hatch, and Shaoli Feidao brought down the guard. Just about to jump into the sea to evacuate, he was shot in the shoulder by the inspector. Just when the inspector thought it was all over, Sarah drilled a paddle out of the water and knocked the inspector down. Brother De picked up the long gun on the ground and told the inspector that all he killed were black-hearted and ugly people, and all he stole was ill-gotten gains, so as to eradicate violence and bring peace to the sky. Then he threw the gun into the sea and boarded the speedboat. A few days later, the two were sunbathing comfortably on a private yacht. Dirk gave Sarah a priceless pink diamond, but Sarah threw it into the sea. Is it 300? Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click on bell icon to get notification.